12 scandalous and rare facts about former U.S. First Ladies. The First Ladies of the United States have always been under scrutiny, with their lives, actions, and even their secrets often becoming public knowledge. However, there are some lesser-known, sometimes scandalous facts that have managed to stay hidden from the spotlight. Here, we delve into 12 such shocking and rare tidbits about the First Ladies of bygone eras. Number 1. Mary Todd Lincoln's personal struggles. Following the devastating assassination of her husband, President Abraham Lincoln, Mary Todd Lincoln found herself plunged into profound grief. Her way of coping took the form of compulsive shopping, a behavior which led her to accrue significant debt. Her purchases ranged from luxury items to sometimes seemingly inconsequential trinkets. As debts mounted, she was compelled to sell many of her personal items, a move that drew much public attention. Concerns were further exacerbated when, grappling with the heart-wrenching death of her young son Willie, Mary turned to spiritualism. She organized numerous séances within the White House, fervently hoping to connect with her son's spirit. Both her shopping and her spiritual endeavors brought scrutiny and led many to question her mental stability during these tumultuous years. Number 2. Edith Wilson, the power behind the throne. When President Woodrow Wilson was incapacitated by a severe stroke in 1919, a vacuum of leadership threatened the executive branch. Edith Wilson, his second wife, stepped in discreetly. While never making official decisions, she served as a gatekeeper, deciding which issues warranted the president's attention. Her involvement was so pronounced that she was often half-jokingly referred to as the secret president. This period raised significant questions about the extent of a First Lady's role and the transparency of the presidency. Number 3. Jackie Kennedy and Dr. Feelgood. Jackie Kennedy, an iconic figure of grace and resilience, had her share of private struggles. Amidst the pressures of public life and personal tragedies, she reportedly turned to Dr. Max Jacobson, dubbed Dr. Feelgood by the media. Jacobson was known for administering injections containing a mix of amphetamines and barbiturates to his high-profile clientele. While the exact nature and frequency of Jackie's alleged treatments remain the subject of speculation, such revelations add depth to the understanding of the challenges she faced. Number 4. Eleanor Roosevelt and Lorena Hickok's close bond. The bond between Eleanor Roosevelt and journalist Lorena Hickok has been the topic of intrigue for decades. Their correspondence, which spans years, is rich with affection, vulnerability, and insight into their lives. Given the intimate tone of these letters, many historians and biographers believe that their relationship might have transcended a platonic friendship. Whether it was a deep emotional connection, a romantic relationship, or an extraordinary friendship, the letters offer a glimpse into Eleanor's private world, far removed from her public persona. Number 5. Rachel Jackson's tumultuous love life. Andrew Jackson's marriage to Rachel Donaldson Robards in the early stages of their relationship was clouded by controversy. At the time they exchanged vows, Rachel believed she had secured a legal divorce from her first husband, Louis Robards. However, it was later discovered that the divorce had not been finalized, leading to accusations of bigamy. This revelation was not merely a personal embarrassment, it became a significant political liability. As Jackson sought the presidency, opponents seized on this oversight, using it to question his moral judgment. Rachel, who had once been seen in high regard, was castigated in the public eye, labeled an adulteress, and shamed for a mistake she had believed was rectified. Number 6. Louisa Adams and the Shadows of Desolation. Louisa Catherine Adams, married to John Quincy Adams, candidly documented her life's struggles, particularly her bouts with crippling depression. As the First Lady, a role laden with expectations, she often felt isolated and overwhelmed. Her writings reflect the deep emotional turmoil she experienced, often referring to her position as a curse. Through her words, we gain a unique perspective on the seldom discussed emotional challenges that come with being a presidential spouse in an era of constrained women's rights. Number 7. Martha Washington's complex legacy with slavery. While George Washington is lauded for the decision to free his slaves in his will, the same cannot be said for his wife, Martha. Despite her husband's progressive move, Martha chose to retain her personal slaves until her death. This decision stands as a stark contrast to George's and underlines the complicated and often contradictory relationship many of America's early leaders had with slavery. Martha's choice has spurred many debates among historians, raising questions about her personal views on the contentious issue. Number 8. Helen Taft's defiant toasts. In an era of tightening alcohol restrictions, with the temperance movement gaining ground, Helen Taft, First Lady to President William Howard Taft, took a stand against the tide. She was unapologetic about serving alcohol at White House functions, a decision that certainly didn't go unnoticed. This bold move made her a subject of discreet criticism from conservative circles and temperance advocates. Helen's choice underscored her independent spirit and willingness to challenge societal norms, even within the hallowed halls of the White House. Number 9. Florence Harding's mysterious circumstances. The sudden and unexpected death of President Warren G. Harding in 1923 sent shockwaves across the nation. But behind the official cause of death, which was stated as natural causes, whispers of foul play began to emerge. Fueling these rumors was Florence Harding, the First Lady. Her almost immediate refusal to allow an autopsy on her husband raised eyebrows and gave birth to a whirlwind of speculation. The most shocking among these was the suggestion that Florence might have poisoned the president. While evidence was scarce and nothing conclusively linked her to such an act, the lack of an autopsy kept this dark rumor alive for years, casting a shadow over her legacy. Number 10. Rachel Jackson's marriage controversy. Before Rachel Donaldson became the wife of the future 7th president, Andrew Jackson, she was married to Louis Robards. However, due to misunderstandings and complications, she believed she was legally divorced and subsequently married Jackson. The reality, however, was starkly different. Her divorce from Robards hadn't been finalized. This oversight meant Rachel and Andrew's initial marriage was bigamous. When this scandal came to light, it wasn't just a personal ordeal but became a significant obstacle in Jackson's political path, with adversaries using this intimate detail to challenge his credibility and moral standing. Number 11. Lou Hoover's unique linguistic skills. At a time when knowledge of Asian languages among American political figures was rare, Lou Hoover stood out. As the First Lady to President Herbert Hoover, she was fluent in Mandarin Chinese, a skill she acquired during the couple's time in China. This linguistic prowess was not just a matter of intellectual accomplishment, it served a practical purpose. Whenever the couple wanted their conversations to remain confidential, especially in the White House, they would switch to Mandarin, ensuring their privacy in a very unique way. Number 12. Julia Tyler's lavish celebrations. Julia Gardner Tyler, who became John Tyler's second wife, was known for her youthful exuberance and love for opulence. Despite the nation grappling with economic challenges, Julia didn't shy away from showcasing her penchant for grandeur. She hosted lavish parties at the White House, complete with extravagant decors and elite guest lists. While these events were the talk of the town, not all chatter was positive. Many viewed her love for luxury as insensitive and inappropriate, leading to whispered criticisms and silent judgments about her understanding of the nation's mood.